Hey guys, what's going on? This is my second time doing this because right after I finished the first recording, my system decided to crash. So I lost about 20 minutes of me bleeding my heart fucking dry, telling you all the shit that has been going on for like the last couple months. And I got it done. I got it, finished. I was editing it, and then the shit just crashed. I don't know what to tell you. So now I'm sitting back in this stupid chair again, doing this for the second time. And if it does it a third time, I don't even know if I want to make a video about it anymore. Just because I've tried, I would have tried twice, and it would have to be my system that's fucking up. So I'm sorry if this doesn't get published, but I'm sure I'll find some other way to tell you other than making a video where it crashes all the time. So it's been about a week or two since I made the last video, and I want to get this out of the way immediately. The support on that video was absolutely incredible. Over 100 views, 12 likes, 12 comments. That's really good for me because I'm a low tier YouTuber, and the support that I got from that was just mind-boggling. The nice comments, the good feedback, the like dislikes ratio thing. Oh my god, you guys just fucking killed it. I can't even tell you just how happy I was seeing all your support, because that was really needed for me at that time. So I want to thank every single one of you who commented and liked and viewed it, even if it was just for 1 second. If you watched that video, it's still huge to me because it showed that you cared enough to understand what was happening. You know, just 1 second was enough of your time just to show you that, just to show me that you cared enough to even watch it. So for that, I am truly grateful that you guys took the time out of your lives to make me feel a little bit better. So this is sort of a update slash future plan video. It's pretty much the past, me telling you all the shitty stuff that's happened, just to get that out of the way, so that way you know just how shit late 2019, early 2020 has been for us. For me especially, it's 2020 is tied with probably 2014 probably being one of the worst years that I have existed on this earth. 2020 will probably take the cake as the worst year. But I can only hope that it will get better. So without further ado, I want to tell you guys at least a little bit about what's been going on, why I've been gone for 2 weeks, which I'm sure you guys know. Why I've been gone for 2 weeks, will I come back, and what are my plans. So if we start all the way back to, I want to say maybe December or January last year, and or January this year, the apartment that we were staying at just charged us way too much money to stay there. It was a 3-bedroom, and we were charging at least over $2,000 in rent alone. So we didn't have that kind of money because my dad has retired, and I couldn't find a job. So I tried, and I just couldn't find anything. So we decided to pack it up and go over to my brother's place, which was a duplex, and it was with my 2 brothers, one of my brother's kids, my stepmother, and my aunt, and we were going to be staying there. And they promised in February that one of my brothers, the one without the kid, well, he does have a kid, but we won't get into that. One without the kid and my aunt, they were going to be moving out in February. That is what was promised to us. That was what was going to be happening, and it didn't end up happening. And I'll get into that in a little bit. But we move in there in February. We pack up all of our shit, move it over to a storage unit for the time being, just to get some sort of security, I suppose, because we didn't really have anywhere to go, because there were no. We tried to get a house, and they kept rejecting us and stuff like that. So it was really not that great. So we go over to my brother's, and about a month into it, my dad and I get the flu. Same flu, you know. This was around the start of the whole, excuse me, around the whole coronavirus outbreak, and since it's apparently so close to the flu, we were kind of fearing that that's what it was. It didn't affect me as much as it did him. Don't worry. I was feeling like shit, of course, because it's the flu, but I wasn't feeling like I was going to die. It was just a really crappy flu. Like, that one was really, really shitty. But my dad, on the other hand, had a way worse time with it, because over the course of his life, he did a lot of smoking, and smoking leads to either lung cancer or COPD. And my dad got the second one. COPD is pretty much where you can't breathe and oxygen can't get into your lungs, and it's really shitty. I'm watching my dad go through it right now still, and he is constantly out of breath, and is just, it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch him go through that, you know. I'm sure anyone out there who's seen someone with, you know, lung failure or COPD or, you know, even lung cancer knows what I'm talking about. So he had COPD, which made his flu even worse. And he was talking in his sleep. He wouldn't stop coughing. He ran out of breath all the time. And eventually, one night, it got so bad that he needed to go to the hospital. He woke up and asked my brother to take him to the hospital early in the morning. And when he got there, they ended up keeping him there for around 10 days. So this was about, I want to say, the middle of February. And shit got pretty hectic over there in the duplex, because my elder brother was still there. The aunt was still being a fucking crazy person. They were both, my brother and my aunt were both really addicted to drugs, more specifically opioids and other sort of painkillers. And on top of that, my brother was an alcoholic, so those two were just not good mixes for each other at all, because when he had withdrawals or when he was drunk, he got extremely shouty and sometimes a little violent. So we'll get into that. We'll get into that in a second. So it was really a really tense situation over there at the house. And, you know, of course, my dad was gone. The responsible brother that we were with was with him. I got an invitation to a party. I will respond to that here in a minute when I'm done recording this video. If it doesn't crash again, for the love of God. It really pissed me off when it did that. I was just sitting there dumbfounded, I swear to God. I just sat there going, really? It crashed right as I'm about to fucking upload it? It was the worst. So, to get back on subject, my brother was drinking and stopped sending me invites. God damn it, Timmy. He got drunk and he ended up taking my stepmother's car, and of course we were worried about him, and she didn't have a car to drive with because we were going to go up to the hospital and check up on my father. He comes back, says some absolutely fucking ridiculous shit, and then proceeds to drive off in his own car where we didn't know where he went. But we go up to the hospital and check up on my father, who there was a scare because not only did he have COPD, but he had AFib. And if you don't know what AFib is, it pretty much gets your heart out of rhythm. It doesn't beat normally, and that ends up fucking with you, obviously. And there was a scare that there was either going to be a surgery or a resuscitation, and I'm not sure if I'm using the right word for that because I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but basically the process is that they get those shock paddles that you see all the time, and they jumpstart your heart, and they try to get it back into rhythm, and that was what was going to happen, but for one reason or another, it didn't end up happening, and it somehow corrected itself with the medication that my dad got. I'm not sure if that's the full story, because I wasn't informed on everything, just because people don't like to tell me stuff, so he didn't end up needing that, I guess, and he was clear to go home with prescribed oxygen tanks and some medications and stuff like that. And right around this time, the situation at the house got so bad that I ended up calling my sister. Oh shit! Look at this guy. Damn, I'm good. Oh man. I got 3 kills in that game already, and it's only been 11 minutes. Oh, we were golden. Anyway, so the situation at the duplex got pretty bad, and I ended up calling my sister, and she is allowing us to stay here, stay at her house for until the present. And so we've been here since the end of February all the way into the middle of May, and probably until at least either even the 1/3 or halfway through June, I imagine, is when we're still going to be here. So she allows us to move in here and have us a little calm setup, I guess, and she's been pretty cool about, you know, the whole situation and stuff going on. She's a nurse, so she can actually look after my dad, which is great, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in regards to medication and, you know, prescriptions and stuff like that, and health, like looking at someone's health. Like, I don't know what to do, obviously, because I'm an idiot. But she's pretty gifted at it, and she knows what she's doing, so she's been doing really good with him. So at around this time, this is probably the middle of March, maybe the end. And I just had a yawn. Excuse me. It's like 11 over here. Something like that. You guys, so for your information, just that way you guys know when this video will be going up, just to get this out of the way. It is currently the 21st, and this probably won't be up until the 22nd. So you guys will probably not see this until Friday. Just to clarify that. But to get back on subject here, God damn it, what was I talking? Oh yeah, so this is about the middle of March, maybe the end, and we were talking about getting the brother that, you know, is an alcoholic and has problems. We were talking about getting him evicted, just because of how crazy he was acting, and just the stuff that he was doing while intoxicated was just beyond insane. And I don't really want to get into that because it doesn't really matter to the story I'm trying to tell. But we decided to try to evict him, or at least get him into rehab. And it ended up being the first one that happened. And when he got evicted, he took my aunt with him to a motel, and they were, of course, getting drugs together because they're addicts. I mean, you can't really change that kind of behavior, I guess. But that's what ended up happening. And this might be the night that they got there, or maybe a couple nights after. They both had, some sort of opioid or some sort of oxy or whatever they had. But it ended up getting my brother killed. He died. This wasn't that long ago either. And that was really shitty for us. Of course, it's my brother. It's my dad's son. It's really shitty for everyone. So people have been having already enough trouble with that. But to add to the shit that's been going on for me, I was already pretty sad that my brother was gone. Of course, I didn't know him too well, so I can't say that I cried, but I would say that I was pretty shocked that he died. Definitely dumbfounded, and definitely was looking for someone to blame. And in this situation, there actually was someone to blame. So, it was already shitty. My dad was having a hard time. Of course, my stepmom was having a hard time. Everyone was having a hard time. In fact, I probably took it the best. Maybe a little too good. But to make this year a little shittier for me, my wonderful doggo, who I made a video about a couple weeks ago, which you guys absolutely showed so much support on. I want to thank you for that, truly, because it meant so much to me at the time to see the views go up, to get the comments. Everything that you guys did for me in that video was absolutely breathtaking, because I didn't know that people would share it around so much and get attention as much as it did. But to tell the story, this was about March, not March, god damn it. This was about May 9th. Sorry. May 9th. So a couple, maybe a month passed without anything too bad happening, and we thought that there was going to be some stability now. But May 9th was when my dog, of course, my best friend in the entire world, passed away, and his back legs were not working. He was wobbly. He was bumping into shit, and his bowels weren't working correctly. He was peeing everywhere, and he wouldn't eat any solid food. He was only able to just sit there and look absolutely fucking in pain. Oh Jesus. He was in so much pain, and we kind of knew what was gonna happen, but we took him over to the vet. And the guy just said, he's like, the dog is suffering. He's not having a good time. It's probably the best thing for you to do to just let him go. And that's what ended up happening. And I still, even though a couple weeks have passed, I still have a little bit of trouble with it. I'd say probably the first week was probably the worst week in my life. That day was probably the worst day of my life. Me and that dog were best friends. We were thick and thin, and we were just, as thick as thieves, pretty much. I didn't really know most of my life without that dog. So that really sucked for me for the first week, and some nights are still pretty bad, because while I was recording stuff, I had stuff to do, but after that, I would talk to Timmy, I would talk to a few other people on the Discord and stuff, and some nights would be pretty tame. But other nights, including not that long ago, I think maybe 2 nights ago, was just awful. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't do anything that I wanted to do, just because my brain was just fucking messing with me. Um, so I took about maybe a 2 weeks time to sort of wrap my head around what's been going on, take a mental health break, and try to plan for at least something that I want to do with the channel, with my life, stuff like that. Um, Basically, what I'm trying to say is that 2020 has been shaping up to be a really bad year. In fact, so far it's probably one of my worst years that I've personally ever had. But I want to clarify that just because this year started off absolutely abysmal, that it doesn't have to remain worse. It doesn't have to get worse from there. So, to summarize all this, why I'm telling you this and stuff like that. First off, it's just really to give you an update on what's been going on with me and why I've been gone. But the second half to really all of this is, will I be coming back? How long will I be back? And what am I going to be doing? Now, I want to clarify this right away. I am not going anywhere. Ever since the support of the last video, I realized that while my audience may be small, it's there, and I can really only grow it from there. That guy was a fucking asshole, by the way, because, oh man, he was just too good. He was just too good. I tried to kill him. I tried to get him. I got his friend, or someone got his friend, but that guy was just too good. So that guy got me pretty well. The channel is not going anywhere, is what I was trying to say before my ADHD kicked in. The channel's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I want to get back into recording videos and start doing live streams and start talking to you guys on social medias, like on Twitter, and get you guys in Discord and get you guys involved as much as possible, because with time, I feel like I could have something really good going here, given time. So I just want to clarify that right away. I am not going anywhere. In fact, I'm probably going to be uploading this weekend, just because I want to get something going. So this channel is not going anywhere. Believe you me, it's not going anywhere. So the future plans is that I'm coming back, but next month, either next month or, I swear to God, these people are going to be the death of me. I can't even record one video without being interrupted. I swear to God. What I was going to say was either next month or maybe the end of this month, we're going to be moving over back to the duplex. And the plan is just to get me a better setup and stuff like that, and really try to get back into the swing of things. That's the plan anyway. We're gonna try and get my absolutely psychotic, crazy aunt out of there, and it would just ended up being my brother, his kid, my stepmother, and my dad, and me. So the setup will be a whole lot better, and I'm gonna try and maybe post a little bit more about the moving process, and make maybe a couple videos just showing off what we're doing in the realsies world. So that'll end up being something that'll probably happen. So just to clarify that, I'll probably be gone maybe a couple weeks, at most a couple weeks in next month, just to get everything moved and to get everything squared away. So I'll probably be gone. for a little bit, but the channel is not going anywhere. I just want to clarify that. We're just moving around. We'll be moving around, and there might be a lack of videos going up. But I want to try and post videos at least as obviously as much as I can. I want to try and get as many as I can up in a week. So you guys will probably be seeing this Friday. So on Saturday, I'm probably going to start recording some more Skyrim and BioShock, and we'll see what happens there. But trust me, the channel's not going anywhere. Videos are coming, live streams are coming. I want to get you guys involved in the Discord. I want to get you guys involved, just interacting with me and stuff like that. So I just want to assure anyone who's having skepticism or anything like that, no, nothing's happening. 2020 has been a really shitty week, or not a shitty week. Wow. 2020 has been shaping up. I say week because I was thinking about how shitty this week has been. 2020 has been shaping up to be a really shitty year, but that does not mean that it needs to be a worse year than I make it. So with all that being said, and with catching you guys up on everything that's been going on, I just want to, give you some sort of confidence or some sort of, I don't know, safe assuming that, no, I'm not going anywhere. Channel's going to be riddled with content, and I'm going to be having fun posting it. So I want every single one of you who watch this to be sure to have a safe life as possible, because shit's going crazy out there in the world, and no one needs to add to it. So I think with all that said, I can say that I'll see you later in the next video, and hope you guys have a good day.